I buy badly painted furniture off Facebook Marketplace to see if I can restore them back to original. Not only did this one have a bad paint job, but it had this super weird peel and stick tile on the top, so that was the first thing to go. This is a mid-century modern Dixie dresser, and I know that there's walnut wood grain under this, so let's get the paint off and see what we're working with. I was horrified to find a Smurf blue paint underneath all of this black paint, but well, I'm in too deep now, so I stripped it a second time to see if I could get any of the remaining blue paint out of the grain, and then I scrubbed it down with acetone, and it did not budge, which is unheard of. On top of that, I uncovered a lot more damage than I was hoping for, but listen, I'm not a quitter, so let's keep going. So I went inch by inch with acetone and a metal bristle brush to try and scrub some of this blue paint out of the grain. It took me hours, and then I wiped it down with water to see what we were working with. It was bad. It was so bad. I put that on the back burner though to move on to the drawers while I figured out what I was gonna do. Surprisingly, the drawers were not painted with any blue paint. They sanded down nicely, so I decided to give it a go and stain it. And chef's kiss. Look at that walnut. It's so pretty. It hurt my heart to do this, but I primed and painted the body because it was just too far gone. The goal with these projects is always to restore back to original, but sometimes that's just not possible. Anyways, I sealed up the drawers and then I staged it nicely to list back on Facebook Marketplace. Here's one more reminder of where we started. And here's what it looks like now. I was super stoked that I was able to save at least part of it because if I would have had to paint it all, I would have just rage quit. Dripping paint with the goal to restore is super risky and a ton of work, but it's so worth it because this probably would have ended up in the trash. Let me know what you think in the comments. Bye!